Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say Call Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my apostle elders, the great millstone, the timing is truth, and that rule well. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there laboring in his work and all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Alright, this is the brother Armawan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Alright, and this lesson right here, I'm going to entitle, To Have Rule Over Your Spirit, man. Alright, because in this truth, that is a vital thing that we have to, have conquered in this thing. Because at the end of the day, if you have a false balance in the spirit, man, that's going to lead to you not being right, man, and ultimately that can lead to you being destroyed, man. Because if you don't have rule over your own spirit, man, that's going to lead you to do things that's off in the spirit, which is going to ultimately, get you destroyed, in the long run. Because we're learning to be judges on the earth, man. So if you can't govern your own self, how do you expect to govern the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai? Because you got to remember that, Lord willing, we be those men, the 144 and the 144,000 in the elect, man. The 1/3. Hey, we're gonna be the governing body in the nation of Israel whenever the kingdom is rebuilt, man. So this is the training ground right now to determine who's gonna be those rolling brothers, man. All right. So if you don't have your own spirit in check, if you don't have yourself in check, man, how do you expect to rule the rest of the nation of Israel, man? So it's vital that you apply the wisdom that Yahweh Shemel Shai has given us through these scriptures to keep yourself in check, to keep your spirit in the right vibration within the rest of the body of Israel, man. All right. Whether that be, in your camp, or if you pushing by yourself, just whether you still be in tune with the body, So with that being said, I'm gonna start here in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5, and it reads, "Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?" Right, it says you're supposed to examine your own selves, man. All right? Examine your own self. You know what your faults are. You know what you need to work on. You know what you're good at. You know everything about yourself, man. Because hey, you should be your biggest critic. Because you know what you're good at and what you're not good at, man. You know what's good for your spirit and what's not, man. So, you should be able to determine, what is good for you, man. All right, and what isn't. And if you can't, if you can't identify that, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to do that for you, man. To help you realize what that is, man. All right, because we're coming into a time where Esau is about to come down on us, man. So if you don't have yourself in check, man, hey, how you expect to walk in the spirit whenever YouTube is done away with, man? Esau outlawed the scriptures and everything, when it's just you on your own and with whatever you have learned and through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. You gotta be able to apply these things, man. Which I want to go into this word examine, because it's an important word, man. All right. This says, examine, put someone into question in regard to knowledge, competence, or skill, inquire unto qualifications or capabilities, to inspect or survey something carefully, scrutinize. All right. You got to be your own judge, man. Okay. Because, matter of fact, it's more definitions. It says, view or observe in all aspects with the purpose of forming a correct opinion or judgment, interrogate, question, torture, man. All right, and you got to apply all these things into yourself, man. You got to question yourself in regard to knowledge, man, competence and skill, know what you can do, what you can handle, and what you can't, man. All right? And if you can't do certain things, man, if it's, for the benefit of your spirit, pray to Yahweh Shemel Shah to increase you in that so that you can better do it, man. And if it's something that you can't handle or it's not right for your spirit, man, hey, you gotta cast it out, man. Scriptures talk about, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna quote it. I'm gonna get to the scriptures. So bear with me real quick. quick. Slacky. This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 29. And it reads, If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee to be one of thy that one of thy members should perish, and not if that thy whole body should be cast into hell, man. All right, so if something that's something that you're doing isn't beneficial for your spiritual growth, or if it's hindering you from being your best persons, man, and you gotta misalign yourself with that thing, man. You know, get rid of it. You know, pray to the Lord to take that from you, that demon from you, man. All right, because if you're not properly examining yourself, man, you're gonna fall victim to that, man. All right, so that's what I'm going again. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own self. Know ye not your own selves? Yeah, you should know what, your own spirit, man. You should know what you can and can indulge in, man. All right. It says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Hamashiach is in you, except you be reprobate. So you don't want to be a reprobate, man. All right. That word reprobate means without judgment. So if you calling yourself a man of the Lord, you calling yourself being in the spirit, man. Hey, you gonna conduct yourself as such, man, and make the necessary move that you need to make to whether you have to, get rid of something or pray to the Lord to add something unto you that's gonna help you grow in the spirit, man. All right, you can't just wallow in your in your sin, man. All right, it's something that you're doing that you're not growing with, man. If it's hindering you from growing, hey, pray to the Lord, man. All right, because at the end of the day, that's gonna hinder you from really taking full heed of the spirit, man. All right, because if you are off balance, man, there's no possible way that Yahweh Shema Shah is going take you into the kingdom, man. If you haven't taken control of something, man. All right, that's hindering you. If it's messing with your spirit, and that's speaking for myself first before I call anybody out, because we all got demons. With different demons for each other, man, that we know we have to handle, All right, this is Proverbs 11:1, and it reads, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight, man. All right, a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shema Shah. Why? Because the scripture talk about Yahweh Shema Shah as a just balance, man. All right, he's all about duality, man. All right. He controls good and he controls evil, light and darkness, all that, man. So we have to be able to emulate that, man. All right. So that's a key part of being in the spirit and growing in the spirit, man. All right. Don't be too over righteous. Don't be overly wicked, man. Do what's conductive for your spirit, man. All right. And with that, you will prosper, man. If you're doing the things that Yahweh Shema Shah, said, you're gonna prosper in the spirit, and it's gonna show through your works and your daily actions, man. Okay? But if you just, going through the motions, you're not fasting, you're not praying, you letting the demons, overtake your thoughts, you just falling victim, wanting to stay away from the brotherhood, do whatever it is that your flesh is telling you to do all the time, man. And you gonna pretty much destroy yourself, man. You're gonna become that reprobate that Yahweh Shema Shah warned not to be, man. All right. So you gotta know what's good for your spirit, man. Okay. This is the book of Proverbs 25:28, and it reads, He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Right. It says that's damn, that's heavy. It says, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls, man. So if you don't have rule over your own over your own spirit, man, you're pretty much, wide open for these demons just to come and have a field day on you, man. All right? Because a city that is broken down without walls is susceptible to be invaded, man. All right? Or it's already destroyed. So you got to be able to have your spiritual walls, you know, continually being built, man. All right, because this is how we battle these, you know, these off thoughts, these demons, you know, whatever it is that we're dealing with, man. It's about, you know, using the scriptures, and if you don't know how to apply and use these scriptures to you know, to be the comforter that Yahweh Shemel Shah left for us, then hey, you're gonna lose out here, man. You know, you're not gonna be able to continue in the faith if you constantly let these demons invade your city, man. All right, invade your spirit. Okay, keep it going. This is 2 Timothy 3:5. It says, "For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua?" If you don't know how to rule your own spirit, man, all right, you don't know how to rule your own house, man, then how do you expect to rule the governing body of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua when the kingdom of heaven is built, man? All right, you still getting you know, whooped in the spirit by these demons. Which, don't get me wrong, man, we all fall victim to the flesh, man. But you can't let the flesh win all the time, man. You know, hey, we have our days where, you know, Satan gets the best of us, but in the end, hey, the Lord, you gotta give the Lord more victories than Satan, man. All right, you have to be able to you know, fight and put up a fight, man. You can't just let Satan win, man. All right. So if you don't have rule over your own self, man, you have no business trying to, you know, be in that position of government in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because you letting yourself be taken over by these demons, man. You beating yourself up. You just giving up, man. The Lord has no use for you, man. Hey, the Lord needs fighters, man. He needs somebody that's actually trying to better themselves, man. All right. So you have to be able to put up that fight, and you get that strength through prayer, through fasting, through doing the work, man. Reading these scriptures, you know, being in the spirit. That's how you gain strength, man. And from there, hey, everything else is gonna be added onto you, man. Okay. But you have to first put up a fight, man. That's the most important part. You have to fight, because this walk is a fight, man. All right? Hey, you know, you're going to lose some battles, man, but we're trying to win the war, though, man. All right? And that war that we're fighting is a spiritual war. All right? Because if you want to just, you know, be in the flesh, man, hey, you lost already, man. All right? And just to land back off the point from the scripture, I'm going to get this precept in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. And it reads, dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust, and not before the saints. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Right. You know the saints are going to rule the world. We're talking about the saints. It's talking about the Israelites, starting with the 144,000 and the 1/3. But 144,000, you know, we're Lord willing, we those men, man. We're gonna be the judges, man. That's what Yahweh Shemel Shah is putting us through all these tests for now on this side, man. These fiery trials to see how we're gonna apply this wisdom. So when we're in the kingdom, man, we're fit judges, man. All right. It says, and if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters, man? And you see things that's going on in your personal life. You see things going on where, you know, you having a type of issue with a brother, and you can't work it out through the spirit, man. Then you're not fit for this truth, man. All right, because all things that we are into, we have the tools to combat it right here, man. All right, the scriptures is our guideline for all things, man. All right, so if you're not taking the proper tools to you know, handle these issues, then you're doing yourself a disservice, man. At the end of the day, all right. It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. Yeah, it says we're going to be judging angels, man. All right. That's showing you the type of power we're going to have in the kingdom of heaven, man. So if you can't, you know, do your thing on this side as far as, you know, being a ruler over yourself, you know, learning how to be a leader amongst your brothers, man. You know, even going down to the least brother in the camp, man. You know, we're all becoming preparing to become leaders in the spirit, man. All right, because like Ashiar, the elder of our camp, right, he always says, man, hey, all of us are gonna be given, a big task in that day, man. Hey, when this truth is truly made, put put out there on the big screen, man. And how about Shemal Shah might have each of us from the top brother in the camp to the least brother in the camp, man, be governed over 50 to 100 to 1,000 men, man. We never know in the spirit. So this is why we're conditioning ourselves through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemal Shah to become those righteous leaders and judges right now, man. It says, if then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are the least esteemed in this church, man, of the church. All right, because we all got to apply these things that we're fighting now. We got to apply the scriptures to them, man. All right, and from there, we gain knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We gain experience. We gain patience. We gain endurance because we're using all the spiritual tools that we were given to excel, man. All right, and if you're not doing that, then it's gonna show. All right. So, what's the most important tool that you're supposed to use, man? Is the prayer, is the fasting, the brotherhood. All right. And when you're using those, you're gonna stay in the spirit. And this is gonna lead me to my next precept. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 16, and it says, "Thus, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." Like, walk in the spirit, man. All right. And the spirit is always going to, lead you to do great things, man. All right. It's going to help you overcome. It's going to help you fight. But if you constantly in the flesh, all right, you're walking yourself down to a path of death, man. Because we all know the consequences of being in the flesh. All right. Hey, the flesh it reaps corruption. It reaps death, man. And the spirit it reaps life and everlasting, pretty much everlasting life, man. All right. So if you constantly walking in the spirit, man, you're not gonna fulfill the lust of the flesh, man, because you're gonna be fighting, because this is a spiritual war we're fighting, man. And the only way you can prevail in this fight is to stay in the spirit, because when you're in the flesh, man, you're letting Satan, get you, man, because this flesh is susceptible to demons. But if you're in the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah, then hey, we're getting the proper tools we need, man. We're feeding our spirit. We're no longer malnourished. We're being fed. So we're growing, we're learning, and ultimately we're applying the things that we're learning to help this walk get easier, man. All right. So in the day of Jacob's trouble, when it's fully implemented, and we're gonna fully be able to use the talents that we were given and be taken care of in the spirit, man, with no more doubts, man. With our faith, being flourished, where we can actually walk by faith and not by sight, man. I'm gonna end it with this. This is 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 4, and it says, "Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust." Right? We were given the great promises so I'm going to read it one more time. Salaki. "Whereby are given unto us exceedingly great and precious promises." All right, which we know that's the covenant that was made starting with our forefathers Abraham and passed down to Isaac and then on to Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, who had the 12 sons, which we are descendants of, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. Okay? It says, that by these you may be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. Excuse me. It says that we were given the divine nature. We was talking about the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah, that breath that was put back into us, that brought us back alive, man, because we were once dead, because we didn't have a spirit back then, man. That's why we was calling ourselves black. We was calling ourselves African American, Native American, Mexican, or whatnot, man. But now that we know we're Israelites, man, now that we know the Heavenly Father and His Son's name, Yahweh Shah, and we're partakers of that divine nature again, because we're laboring in the name of Yahweh Shemal Shah. We're living by the Spirit, we're walking in the Spirit, man. And through that, we have escaped the lust of the flesh, man. All right, the corruption of the world through the lust of the flesh, man. Because this world wants you to, put aside your morals to feed your flesh, man. All right, sell your soul for money. You know, give into your lust to where you becoming a faggot. You know, you're becoming a immoral creature who will do anything for whatever he wants, man. You know, so we were given the tools to overcome all that, man. All right, and it reads, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. For if these things be in you and abound, that ye may that make it's like you. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, man. All right. So we were given these tools to be fruitful in the Lord, man. And when we're utilizing these things, man, it shows through our works, it shows through our acts, man, to where in all things that we do, man, we're abounding in because Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us and He's increasing us, man. Okay, your faith is going to increase, man. All right, your knowledge, wisdom, understanding is going to increase, man. Your temperance, which is self-control, is going to increase, man. Your virtues, your morality, you're going to increase in everything because they're all works of the Spirit. All right, you're not going give heed to the flesh, which means it's gonna make it harder for these demons to come at you. All right, but they're gonna come at you harder, but then you gonna come back, you gonna combat them harder, man, to where it's gonna make it harder for you to fall victim to them, man. So at the end of the day, man, hey, we're given the tools to fight, man. So you have to have the rule over your spirit to be able to put up a fight, man. All right, that's the end all be all, man. We have to put up this fight, and if you're not feeding your spirit with the correct things that it needs to be fed with, hey, then you're going to be destroyed, man. That's the end all be all, man. So we got to continue to fight, man, and have a rule over our spirit, man. All right? So with that, I pray this was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to go ahead and close this out and say, Call Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodas. Double honor to my apostle elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and to rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.